Breaking news today. Russia should improve its knowledge of the areas of Ukraine it has colonized. Russia's President Vladimir Putin has reportedly demanded that Moscow try to consolidate its control over the 4 Ukrainian regions that were unilaterally annexed in September 2014. The areas in question are Luhansk and Donetsk in the west, Zaporizhia and Kherson in the east. Putin stated on Wednesday, the 11th of March 2023, during a meeting of the government's advisory council that Russia must strive to ensure that the people of the aforementioned 4 countries have the opportunity to benefit from the government of Russia. Putin also tried to defend Russia's 2014 annexation of Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula. IA said, Siandania hubungan dengan saudara kita Ukraina normal, modern, dan beratikad baik, tidak akan pernah terlintas dalam pikiran siapa pun untuk mengambil tindakan apa pun, seperti tindakan yang terkait dengan Crimea. Russia's military has been relentlessly launching attacks to capture the strategic eastern Donetsk region town of Avdiivka, despite the high possibility of civilian casualties. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces are continuing their balancing attack operations from their base in Zaporizhia. Welcome to the weekend issue of Brussels edition, Bloomberg's daily briefing on what matters most in the heart of the European Union. Deep dives from our European bureaus every Saturday. Oslo, Norway is grappling with a plethora of cases involving conflicts of interest and cronyism, putting the country's reputation as a pillar of Nordic transparency to the test. Foreign Minister Anniken Huitfeldt resigned last month after it was revealed that she had taken part in government decisions involving companies in which her husband had a financial interest. The conflict of interest scandal cast doubt on the generally held view that Nordic politics are spotless. Even though several ministers in the Labour-led cabinet had been accused of similar misconduct, such as favouring friends for top posts or giving defence contracts to companies in which they indirectly own stock, this was the highest-level departure. 2 lower-ranking ministers have quit. For a country that prides itself on its lack of corruption, this is a rude awakening. Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Store has taken the brunt of the criticism, with many people pointing to the series of scandals that began with his appointment of NATO Secretary-General and personal friend Jens Stoltenberg to head the central bank last year. Former Prime Minister Stoltenberg decided to remain in his position as head of NATO. However, the media and opposition uproar has left a lasting impression. Recent failures likely played a role in the Labour Party's worst showing in September's local elections since at least World War II. Sleaze allegations have been levelled on both sides of the aisle. The most recent ones are aimed at Erna Solberg, the Conservative opposition leader, who has been asked to defend her husband's stock trading during his 8 years as Prime Minister. A majority of party members believe Solberg should resign as party leader before the next election, despite the fact that her party is in decline and an economic crime authority has decided not to investigate her husband.